Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Stock Car Racing League Cup Series. We are here at the beautiful North Wilkesboro Speedway for some short track racing here in these next-gen cars, and it is our first round here in the playoffs as well. So going to be an interesting night to see the results here as they are battling it out to make it into the top 8 the next round of the playoffs here. Starting on pole tonight after an interesting qualifying session. Looks like it was actually an open qualifying session there for 5 minutes. Mitch Hobbs actually scored the pole setting lap there, so he'll start up front. Michael Cormettas will start in second. Drew Halloran in third. Cody Profit in fourth. Tony Patton in fifth. Starting sixth, we have Cameron Perez. In seventh, Ricardo Bernal. In eighth, Nick King. In ninth, Mitchell Hyatt. Starting 10th, we have Jack Stanley. In 11th, we have Justin Wilson. And in 12th there, we have Grayson Trexler. Starting in 13th, we have Palmer Hagg. And then rounding it out there in the 14th position will be Parker White tonight. And that will do it for your starting order here at North Wilkesboro. And real quick, while they pace around, let's go over the race analysis for tonight. We will be doing 150 laps here at this beautiful short track. Stage 1 will end on lap 40, stage 2 lap 85. They will get one quick repair here tonight. Fuel set at 70%, and they get 6 sets of tires tonight. And they will likely use them all here, as this track is brutal on the tires. And it'll be interesting to see here who can keep that car underneath them. We saw them struggling here in practice with rear tire grip, pretty much like every short track we've ever taken these next-gen cars to. So just have to see here who can maintain the throttle control all night long and keep that right rear tire happy. But I tell you, the 89 there of Hobbs, he was looking mighty quick there in practice and in qualifying. So he's going to be one to look out for tonight. You'll notice that most of the playoff drivers here are running the yellow banner across the top of the windshield and also a yellow spoiler, so that'll help us keep an eye out for those drivers here tonight. But the pace truck is going to dive off, and we have a green flag. You're going to see Cormettas there enter the outside of our race leader coming out of turn 2 here. Gets a great run off, and that is what we expected to see here. That outside lane may come into play here tonight with just how these next-gen cars drive around.
The yellow flag is out.
And we already have a caution out. Just going back through the field here, not showing. Looks like it might have been the 14 there. Yep, Ricardo Bernal. So let's go back and take a look here. It was right off the start there. It looked like he got into the back of Perez. Oh, actually, Perez had to check up there due to the 86, and that's what started that chain of reaction. Right on board Perez now as he came out of turn 2 there. Just had to check up, and the 54 got in the back of him there. And they do get... I do believe they do get a quick repair here tonight, so he should be able to get that taken care of. Not too much damage here, but as a short track, we should expect every car here to have a little bit of damage. And yes, they do get a fast repair here tonight. As you can see, Ricardo Bernal there already repaired his car. Let's check in on Perez. Looks like he's going to save his for a little later in the race, which is probably a smart move there, as we only completed 2 laps there. Oh, sorry, we only completed 1 under green. But we will get started here momentarily. I believe they're going to get the 1 to go this time around, and we'll try this again. Biggest gainer in that 1 lap that we had there is going to be the 55 of Palmer Hagg. He made up 5 positions off the start of the race, so he is coming up and coming up very quickly there. You can see he's running the yellow banner across the top of the windshield and the yellow spoiler, so he is in the playoffs tonight. right, these two are going to swap around here for this restart. The 89 of Hobbs is going to be on the outside there in second. The 48 of Cormettas in the lead here. And we're going to take the green flag. Looks like Cormettas is going to get out to an early lead here, but the 89 of Hobbs is going to look down to the inside. Try to make that bottom line work. Looks like he gets a better run through the corner that time, as he will have a nose ahead as they go down into turn 1 and 2 here. Ooh, we see him almost lose the rear as he came out at 2. Great save from him there. They're going to be too wide here. Yet another lap.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, looks like we've got another crash out here. Looks like Palmer Hag might have been involved. Watch that 55 car. Oh, the 9 of Wilson lost it right in front of him. And then the 55 locked his brakes up going into the corner there. Oh, and gets hit hard by the 54. And that is right after Ricardo Bernal there was involved in that first accident. So he's going to be out of quick repairs here tonight. We saw the 25 there. Mitchell Hyatt also involved. So let's see him. Oh, he's going to hit the 86. So multiple things happen here. It looks like the 86 lost it by himself as well. Yep, the 86 just lost the rear on entry there. 25 had nowhere to go. Slams right into the side. And that explains why the 55 there lost it on entry as well. He was checking up for that accident happening right in front of him. Interesting start of the race here so far. We're under our second caution of the night. Just now completing lap 10 here. The 89 of Mitch Hobbs has regained the lead there. He did have a nose in front of Cormettas when the caution came out, so he's back up front. Cormettas in second. Drew Halloran still in third. And Mr. Nick King here in that number 23 car. He's up 4 spots since the start of the race. He is currently in 4th. Cameron Perez has worked his way back up to 5th there. You can see a little left side damage. Maybe the front there. Yep, front bumper crinkled up a little bit, but doesn't look too bad. He's currently in 5th. Cody Profit has fallen back into 6th. Jack Stanley there in the 95. He's moved up to 7th. Gained 3 spots since the start of the race, so a good run from him. And you see Mitchell Hyatt missing the whole front end of his car there. He is starting in 8th, restarting here in 8th tonight. All right, lights are off the pace truck, so we're going to get restarted here. This time around, the 89 of Mitch Hobbs is going to lead us down to the restart line.
Green flag, green flag.
See the 48 there of Cormettas get a great jump on the start. And he's actually going to jump out to an early lead as the 89 struggled to get off the corner. The 23 there, Nick King, going to battle him for second. And looks like that high line's where you want to be here tonight. Oh, they're going to get very close, touching throughout the corner there. And we see 89 of Hobbs is going to regain second. Oh, the 34 there makes contact with the 23. Oh, multiple cars here involved. See Drew Halloran there in the 34, the 23 of Nick King. We see Hyatt there got into it again. Cody Profit there in the 20. Palmer Hag looks like he has escaped it there, but he's a lap down currently from that previous incident. And that is what brought the caution out here. The 34 just getting into the back of the 23. Ooh, Jack Stanley takes a hard hit there. Down on board Halloran here as he came into the corner just a little bit too hot. Looked like 23 might have checked up a little bit there, but he had someone in front of him and just an accordion. And I'm actually showing the 89 car of Hobbs is out of the race right now. So I'm not sure if he had a connection issue or maybe just called it quits there tonight. But he is no longer in the race here. So Michael Cormettas here will be our race leader once we get restarted. Cameron Perez moves up to second. Cody Profit in third. And Tony Patton there moving up to fourth. Palmer Hag will start there in fifth as he just got his lap back there being the lucky dog. See quite a few of the cars that got damaged there in that incident, like the 25 of Hyatt. He took a quick repair. Probably had engine damage from that one. Looks like Drew Halloran not going to take a quick repair. Justin Wilson not taking one as well. We see Jack Stanley still down on pit road getting his damages repaired. Alright, we should get the one to go this time around. And that we do. So the 48 there of Cormettas is going to lead us down to the restart line. And real quick, we're just going to check in on those stage laps again. So stage 1 will end on lap 40 here tonight. So we are almost halfway through stage 1 here. Can Cormettas hold off the rest of the field here and survive to take home the stage win? We're going to find out here just in a second as he leads us down to the restart line. Cody Profit up front on the outside here in that number 20 car. Interesting to see what he can do here in some clean air. Oh, as he actually gets a little shove there from the 25. And Cormettas is going to rock it out to the early lead here. Meanwhile, Perez is going to fight Profit here for second place. Perez down on the bottom side there. And he is going to take away second. Now Profit's under pressure there from the 25 of Mitchell Hyatt. And Hyatt's going to go by there, move up into third. Here comes Tony Patton there in that number 86 car, now looking to the inside. I'm surprised to see the inside line doing as well as it is now. We are seeing some cars drift up to the high side there. Now, like our race leader, the 48 of Cormettas there, he ran the middle line. Looks like he's going to do the bottom here in 1 and 2. And gonna do the middle high side there in 3 and 4. So trying a little bit of a different line here. Trying to save the tires here tonight. You see he's going to have to work his way up through lap traffic right up ahead. That's Jack Stanley in the 95. Meanwhile, the 34 here of Halloran looking to make a move on the 20 of Profit. And Halloran's going to move up into that 6th position. Starting to see Perez here about ready to come under pressure here from the 25 of Mitchell Hyatt. Hyatt's laid down a couple fast laps here, taking away about 0.2 a lap here out of Cameron Perez's gap there. Now Drew Halloran here is going to look to the inside of the 23 of King, coming out of 4. Those are 2 playoff drivers there racing here tonight for points. And the 34 of Halloran going to move back up into 5th. See Perez all the way up against the wall there in turn 3 and 4. So trying a little different line here. He's going to go to the high side in 1 and 2. But he does a high entry, a low exit there. Interesting line choice. See if he can make it work for him here. Mitchell Hyatt following his lead here, running the same line currently as they come out of 4. Looks like Hyatt is a bit quicker here as he takes another 0.2 out of the gap. Right on board Mitchell Hyatt here as he chases down our second place driver, Cameron Perez. See there, Hyatt in the 25 now right up to the back bumper there, the number 5 of Perez. And it was interesting there riding on board. You could see the shift points as he downshifted into 3rd going into the corners. And then upshifting to 4th on the straights. We've seen the field kind of split on that here this evening, at least in practice. Some drivers were just staying in 3rd and hitting the rev limiter, and some were shifting. As Hyatt here going to look to the inside of Perez. This is your battle for 2nd as they drag race off of turn 2. Just 5 more laps here remaining in stage 1. And the battle is right here for 2nd. Ooh, as Hyatt's going to drift up the track there, make a little contact. Just a little short track racing right there. Nothing wrong with that. And Hyatt is going to take away that 2nd place position from Perez. But Perez isn't quite done there. Oh, they're going to make big contact coming off of 4 there. And it looks like Perez is going to get the worst end of that. Some heavy damage to that car there. Let's go back and take another look. I'm not sure if Perez came up or if Hyatt came down there. But let's go back and take another look at that replay. Looked like Hyatt there was lower on the track than what you would expect for that outside car there. Yep, and that is what's going to cause that there. So Hyatt was a little bit lower on the track than Perez expected there. Just both of them guys going for the same piece of real estate there. And it looks like Perez might escape from that with not as heavy damage there as I thought. So he may be able to hang on to his quick repair here for later on in the race. Just hopefully he didn't knock any suspension out there. Looks like our race leader came down pit road there that time around, so that moves Mitchell Hyatt up into the lead position here. So I believe he's actually going to take home the stage 1 win, with Cormettas moving back to 3rd here. Interesting here. So Hyatt actually pitted on lap 14. Drew Halloran pitted on lap 14 as well, as they were both involved in an incident earlier on in the race. So Cormettas, that was his first scheduled pit stop there. So Mitchell Hyatt and Drew Halloran are going to stay out here. Looks like everyone has at least come down pit road once here tonight, so nobody staying out trying a gamble there on the strategy. All right, while we wait for them to pace around here and get started for stage 2, let's go over the points battle here as we go into tonight. Cormettas is currently in the lead of the playoff 12 here, as you can see. Hyatt in second, Perez in third, Smith in fourth, Foster in fifth, Hag in sixth, Patton in seventh, and Halloran there just above that cutoff line for the top 8, as we have 2 more rounds here before that we start the top 8 there. So Wilson, King, Prophet, and Stanley all trying to race their way into the top 8. They have 3 rounds to do it, 2 after tonight. Be interesting to see what they can do here. But Halloran there making a good run as he's back up into second, which he needs a good finish here tonight. All right,
Green, green, green.
Hyatt's going to lead us down to the restart line here, and we are green. See the 48 there, Cormettas all over the rear bumper there. The 25, be interesting to see here the tire difference, as we know the 48 has fresh tires. The 25 and the 34 have about 25 lap old tires here. Just see how easy the 48 here can get by, and that'll give us an insight into what the pit strategy may be here tonight, as he is going to rocket up to the lead here. And Cormettas back in the lead. Halloran fighting for second now from Perez. You see Perez is on fresh tires as well, so he's going to go to the inside here and take away second pretty easily. So the 34 there of Halloran going to fall back to third. The 25 there of Hyatt under pressure from behind, as he tries to hang on there. Currently in fourth, but he has the 86 there of Patton breathing down his neck.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, and we have another caution here tonight. Looks like Cameron Perez might have been involved. Oh, just going to lose the rear out of 2 there and go down, make contact with the inside wall. Looks like he was able to pretty much keep it clean there. Not a lot of damage. That will bring out another caution here this evening. All right, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get restarted here. This time around, the 48 of Michael Cormettas is going to lead us down to the restart line. He will have Mitchell Hyatt there in the 25 on the outside. As you can see, these two drivers here battling it out for points here tonight in the playoffs, the top 12. We see the 86 of Patton there in third, and the 55 of Palmer Hag going to restart in fourth as the pace truck dives off here.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out there. The 48 jumping out to a nice early lead. The 25 of Hyatt going to go down to the bottom side there. Meanwhile, the 55 of Hag here going to get a great run out of two. We saw the 25 there have to catch the rear end of his car coming out of two there. So the 55 is going to move up into second. And we've got some two wide racing here. This is your battle for fourth. The 86 there of Patton trying to hold off a slew of cars behind him there, as they go three wide down into turn 3 and 4 here. Perez up the inside, almost losing the rear again as he moves back up into fifth. You can see the 23 there of King racing him hard. This is your battle for fifth, as Perez is going to rocket across the outside there and move up into fourth. Now he looks to the inside of the 25. Oh, he's going to lose the rear. Looks like he's going to keep it down there. Makes contact with the 95, unfortunately. And that will bring out the 6th caution here of the evening. We saw Perez rocketing his way up through the field here on what we presume are fresh tires, but just getting a little throttle happy there out of 4, losing the rear of the car. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we're going to get restarted here. This time around, the 48 of Michael Cormettas will lead us down to the restart line there in first. Palmer Hag, we're going to start on the outside there in that number 55 machine in second. And restarting in third there will be Tony Patton, and then the 9 of Justin Wilson there has moved his way up into fourth. So good run from him. And the pace truck's going to dive off here. The 48 going to lead us to the restart line here.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out. 48 going to go down into turn 1 here with a pretty good lead as the 55 there. Going to try that outside line through 1 and 2. Nick King here in that number 23 car. He's about to be under pressure from the 20 of Profit. In the 34 of Halloran there. As Halloran's going to move up into 7th. Meanwhile, there's a battle here for second brewing up. That is the 86 of Tony Patton looking to make a move on the 55 there of Palmer Hagg. As he's going to get to the inside coming out of 4 there. Just couldn't get the momentum he needed off the corner, so he's going to settle back behind him here. Try to line up another pass as they come off of 2. It's going to go down to the inside again in 3 and 4 here. Just looks like that outside line is the quicker line, at least through turns 3 and 4 right now. With still undecided here in 1 and 2. We see half the field running the bottom in 1 and 2, half running the top side. And the 86 going to look to the inside again there, just not able to get the run off the corner that he needs. Meanwhile, behind here, the 5 of Perez making a move up the inside of Wilson. They go down into turn 3 and 4 there. Those two are teammates here, so it looks like Wilson not going to race them too hard as Perez goes on by. Now the 23 of Nick King here going to make contact with the 9 of Wilson as they went down into 1. It looks like King is going to take away that 5th place position though. And the 86 here of Patton still trying to make work on the 55 of Hagg there for second. Let's ride on board the 86 here of Tony Patton as he tries to chase down our 2nd place driver there, the 55 of Palmer Hagg. Interesting there. It looks like he's staying in 4th gear the entire track. Let's go check in and see what our 2nd place driver here, Palmer Hagg, is doing. Looks like Palmer Hagg is staying in 3rd gear the entire track. And our race leader here, Cormettas, we just saw him downshift going down into turn 3 there. The 20 barely misses the wall there coming out of 4. So we see Drew Halloran here in the 34. It looks like he has the 9 of Wilson there in his sights. That is the battle for 6. Ooh, and we see the 20 there get into the wall right behind him. Yeah, it looks like Halloran there thought about taking a look up the outside of Wilson as they go down into turn 3 here, right up to the back bumper there. We see Wilson there. Looks like he's locking up his left front down into the corners. That's at least 2 turns we've seen him do that here. Not going to want to do that many times around here. Right up to the back bumper there. The 34 giving him a little nudge. Just letting him know that he's there. Oh, and it looks like the 5 here of Perez now looking up the inside of the 86 of Patton here. This is your battle for third. As we see Perez trying to work his way back up through the field after being involved with a couple spins there. Oh, Perez going to make heavy contact with the wall there on the coming out of turn 4. And he's actually going to ride around the entire wall there through 1 and 2. Going to make contact again coming out of 4 there. And contact again here. I don't know how much longer the right side of his car is going to hold up here as he continues to bang the wall there coming out of turn 4. Looks like his car is pushing tight very badly here later on in the run. He has 3 more laps here to make this move, as stage 2 will end on lap 85, the completion of lap 85 here tonight. And contact again there with the outside wall as they take the white flag. And that is one of the most interesting attempts I think I've ever seen there. A little wall ride through 1 and 2. But it looks like Patton is going to be able to hang on to third there, as Perez was not able to get the job done. But the 48 of Cormettas there winning stage 2 by a massive, I believe the gap was up to 2 seconds there at one point. Palmer Hag there in the 55. He's going to bring it home second here in stage 2. And of course, Tony Patton there finishing third. Cameron Perez in fourth. Nick King in the 23 going to finish in fifth. Drew Halloran made it up to 6th there. Cody Profit will finish 7th in stage 2, and Justin Wilson there will round it out there in 8th. All right, now we should expect everyone down pit road this time by, and we'll get started here for the final stage tonight. Oh no, the 48 there of Cormettas actually drove through his pit box there, went too far forward. He had to put it in reverse, so he might not win the race off of pit road here. It's like Patton is going to win the race off the 20. What's the 20 there? Cody Profit there is going to be second, and Cormetta is going to come out in third there out of pit road. Nick King in the 23 going to come out 4th, and Drew Halloran will come out in 5th there. That'll do it for your top 5 here once we get restarted and start the final stage here this evening. Looks like Cameron Perez there in the number 5 did take his quick repair there during the stage 2 break. So you see him there come out with a brand new car. Looks like Drew Halloran there in the 30. No, that left side's still damaged there, so he did not take his quick repair. Looks like the 23 there of Nick King took his as well. They only get one here tonight, so they have to use it wisely. As it looks like the pace lights are off the pace truck, so we're going to get restarted here. This time around, the 86 there of Tony Patton winning the race off of pit road there during the stage break. He's going to lead us down to the restart line. The 20 of Cody Profit going to restart in second there. Michael Cormettas, our stage 1 and 2 winner there. He's going to restart in third. And Nick King there will restart in fourth.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out, and we are back to racing here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. They're going to go 3 wide out of turn 2 there, and the 34 are going to get caught up in an accident there. Looks like the 55 of Palmer Hag involved as well. That's going to bring out the 8th caution here this evening, so let's go back and take another look at that one. We saw them go 3 wide out of turn 2 here. We knew that wasn't going to end well on cold tires here. Oh, it looks like the 34 just lost it there once they went 3 wide. It's right on board the 34 here. And you can hear I just lose the rear end and overcorrect the car, and as soon as it caught traction there, he went shooting up the track. See that from Palmer Hag's point of view here, as you see the 34 right in front of him, so this is going to happen right in front of him, nowhere he could go, as the 34 there came right up in front of him. The 55, taking evasive action, actually gets stuck in the wall. See if he's able to reverse out of it. No, he is stuck in the wall, so he had to tow it back to pit road there. And that is going to put him a few laps down. As you can see, he's already 3 laps down. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we are going to get restarted yet again here tonight. This time around, the 86 of Tony Patton will lead us down to the restart line here in the lead, with the 48 of Cormettas, stage 1 and 2 winner there, restarting in second on the outside. The 23 there of Nick King will restart in third, and Cameron Perez up into fourth. See the pace truck dive off here. The 86 that leads us down and takes the green flag. They are underway here yet again as they go down into turn 1. Side by side battle for the race lead here. The 48 of Cormettas is going to get a great run out of 2. Looks like the 5 of Perez trying to follow him through there. Oh, the 5 is going to lose it. Can he keep it out of the wall? No, he gets into the wall there. He does keep it out of the way of the other drivers there, so not a lot of damage. But that is going to bring out the 9th caution here tonight. And we've seen this happen yet and yet again here on cold tires tonight. Drivers just losing the rear end of the car here on entry and exit. Right on board Nick King here and see his view of that accident as it happened right in front of him. And was able to dodge that one pretty easily there as Perez just slid up the track. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we're going to get restarted this time around. The 48 of Cormettas is still our race leader with the 86 of Tony Patton there. Looking on the outside there in second. Nick King will restart in third. Drew Halloran up to fourth, and Cody Profit there rounds out your top 5 here once we get restarted.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out there. Great jump by the 48 of Cormettas as they head down into turn 1. The battle is going to be for second. Oh, the 23 there of Nick King. He's going to lose it right in front of multiple drivers there. Looks like the 20, the 5. And heavy damage there for King as well. And that's going to bring out the 10th caution here. So let's go back and take another look at that one. See King just lose it there right in front of the 20 of Profit. See that from Profit's point of view here as the 23 was doing a great drift there around turn 1. See that from Cameron Perez's view here. right, lights are off there, the pace truck there, so we're going to get restarted this time around. Again, up front, 1 and 2, we've got Cormettas and Patton. Meanwhile, the third and fourth spot has shaken up a bit, so the 34 of Halloran going to restart in third, the 9 of Justin Wilson up into fourth, with Cody Profit there, and the 20 going to restart in fifth. Pace truck's going to dive off this time around. We are going to get restarted here. The 48 of Cormettas is going to lead us down to the restart line.
Green flag, green flag.
And take the green flag here. They're going to be too wide as they go down into turn 1. See Wilson barreling up there in that middle lane. Perez is going to look to the inside on his teammate there, Justin Wilson, as the 34 there of Halloran looking to make a move up into second place. Oh, our race leader loses it on entry into turn 1 there. Oh, heavy damage for the 20 as he hits head on into the wall, but that looked like a self-spin there from our race leader. Let's go back and take another look. And again, Cold Tires bit another one here tonight. You saw him get loose out of 4. Just goes down into turn 1 there and loses the rear. And unfortunately, the 20 there of Profit taking a heavy hit to the outside wall there. Right on board Profit here as this wreck unfolds in front of him. You can see, unfortunately, he couldn't go any more to the bottom of the track there because he had a car inside of him. And ends up making contact there with the 48. Heavy damage for the 20. I'll be surprised if he doesn't have some engine damage from that. But he may have his quick repair still in his pocket here tonight as the laps wind down here this evening. The 34 of Halloran is going to be our race leader here now that Cormettas took a spin, with Tony Patton there in second. Cameron Perez back up into third. Justin Wilson there in fourth. And Michael Cormettas will restart in fifth here once we get going. Alright, lights are off the pace truck yet again here. We are going to get restarted after our 11th caution this evening. The 34 of Drew Halloran is going to lead us down to the restart line there. Tony Patton will be on the outside in second. The 5 of Perez in third. The 9 of Wilson there in fourth, with Michael Cormettas, our race leader a moment ago, going to restart in fifth.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out there. We are racing yet again here tonight at North Wilkesboro. They're going to go too wide down into turn 1. Looks like that bottom line going to get off better there as Halloran moves up into the race lead. See what Cameron Perez here can do from second place. Ooh, Cameron Perez there going to overdrive down into the turn, get tagged by the 86. Goes up into the wall there, but he's going to keep going. Meanwhile, Cormettas is already back up into second here.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh, and it looks like the 12th caution is going to come out here. It looks like Cameron Perez might have spun again. Yep, loses the rear there, going down into turn 3 and 4. And it looks like Hyatt and Stan. Oh, Hyatt's going to hit the wall there. Oh, and that is going to be massive damage there for Hyatt. Looks like he's actually going to be stuck in the wall there, so he will have to tow it back to pit road. So disastrous for him. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we're going to get restarted this time by only 6 cars remain on the lead lap here tonight. Halloran there in the 34, he's going to restart in first. Cormettas there on the outside in second. Patton in third. Wilson in fourth. Cameron Perez in fifth. And actually Palmer Hag does go a lap down there, so only 5 cars here on the lead lap here tonight as we come down to the green flag. Great jump there by the 34, but he is going to be under pressure quickly here from that 48 car. We know he is quick as he is already looking to the outside coming out of turn 2. Drag race down the back straight as they go down into turn 3 here. Looks like the 34 there going to slide up in front of the 48 there, take his line away, block the inside going down into 1. And we'll see here what the 48 can do. Oh, we've got multiple cars going around there. Looks like Perez there involved in another one here tonight, bringing out our 13th caution. Let's go check the instant replay here and see what happened. See, he's right underneath his teammate there, the 9 of Wilson. And looks like, unfortunately, he's going to have a connection issue there right as the spin started to happen. But I can tell you, if we watch it one more time here, you're going to see him get loose out of 4. So he's already overheated his rear tires there as he went down into 1, carried a little bit too much speed, and the rear end just rotated around on him there, as we've seen multiple times here tonight. can tell you right now, the 34, I believe he is excited about all these caution laps here. I think his best shot at winning this race here tonight is going to be to have these short little green lap stints here to the finish. We know that 48 car can be very quick on the long run, but while the tires are cold here for the first 3 or 4 laps, it looks like the 34 is able to hang in there and hold them off. So I think the 34 wants to see a few more yellows here throughout tonight. Now, if you're Cormettas, you want to see a green flag run because you know you have that long run speed here tonight. You've proven it. You've won stage 1 and 2. So he's hoping for it to stay green here for the remainder of the race. And looks like Palmer Hag was able to get his lap back there, but he's down on pit road trying to get more damage repaired. But he is going to be on the lead lap here once we get restarted. Looks like Justin Wilson there coming down pit road. So out of all the cars here running in the top 5, he is the first one to come down pit road. Looks like Halloran last pitted on lap 93. Cormettas last pitted on lap 87. Tony Patton there last pitted on lap 87 as well, with Cameron Perez pitting on lap 119. So a little different tire age here amongst the top 5 here tonight. So we'll see just how much of a difference that's going to make here once we get restarted. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get going this time around. The 34 of Drew Halloran, can he hang on to the race lead here for the remaining 20 laps here tonight? Or can Michael Cormettas make a sweep here this evening? Who knows what will happen? The 5 of Perez also going to restart there in 4th. He looks mighty fast on these short runs. Can he hang on to the car though? That is going to be the question here as the pace truck pulls off.
Green flag, green
Halloran
flag.
leads us down to the green flag, and we are back to racing here. 20 laps remaining. They're going to go too wide down into turn 1 here. Cormettas is looking on the outside. See the 34 here get a nose going. Same, just a repeat of what we saw last restart, but this time the 48 is able to get that crossover down. Goes to the inside through turn 1 there, and Cormettas is back out front in our race lead. Oh, Tony Patton going around there. Looks like he was able to keep it out of the wall there. No damage to his car, but that will bring out our 14th caution. Let's go back and take another look. Looks like he's just going to lose the rear there coming out of turn 2 on those cold tires. And he does a great job keeping it out of the wall there. No one making contact with him, so great job there. But that's exactly what Halloran wanted to see a lap before, as he did lose out to the race lead there. He's going to move back to 2nd with Cormettas back up front there in that number 48 Shaw Racing machine. Right, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get restarted this time around. It will be a short 13-lap shootout to the finish here tonight, with the 48 car there of Michael Cormettas going to restart in first. Drew Halloran there on the outside in second. Cameron Perez up into third there, with Justin Wilson, his teammate there, restarting in fourth, and Palmer Hagg will round it out there in fifth. As the pace truck dives off there, the 48 going to lead us down and take the green flag here tonight. You can see Perez with a great restart there, looking up the inside into turn one, trying to take second place away from Halloran. And it's going to be a drag race down the back straight. It looks like Perez is going to slide up the track a little bit there. They're going to touch as they come off of 4. Looks like 34 of Halloran had a nose there going into turn 1. Looks like he may have him cleared here. Oh, the 5 going to lose it.
The yellow flag is out.
5 loses the rear there coming out of turn 2, and that will bring out the 15th caution here this evening. Alright, lights are off the pace truck, so we will get restarted this time around. Again, here the 48 of Cormettas in the race lead, the 34 there of Halloran on the outside. Pace truck's going to dive off this time, and the 48 is going to lead us down to the restart zone here. Take the green flag, and we are racing here again. 8 laps remaining here tonight. See Perez here looking on the outside of, oh, the 34 gonna lose it.
Yellow flag.
And disastrous there for the 34 of Halloran. I can take another look here. And just gonna lose the rear coming out of 2 there. And the 9 of Wilson there making heavy contact as well. See that from Wilson's point of view here. You see the 34 car right in front of him. Not sure what happened here to the 20 car. It looks like he was going around to get his lap back and just lost the rear there as he was trying to go around and catch up with the tail end of the field there. He does a great job to keep it out of the wall there, but very odd wreck there. right, the lights are off the pace truck, so we are going to get restarted here tonight. Well, it will be a 3-lap shootout to the finish here. Once we get going, the 48 of Cormettas is going to lead us down to the restart line. The 5 of Perez up into second, with the 55 there of Palmer Hag making his way up to third. We'll see what they can do here in these final 3 laps as the 48 leads us down to the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out, and we are racing here. 3 laps remaining as Perez looks to the outside. Oh no, Perez going to lose it.
Caution, yellow flag.
Heavy damage there for the 5 car as he just took a little too much speed down into turn 1 and heavy contact with the outside wall. Let's watch that one more time here. You can see him there just lose the rear of the car on entry. 20 car doing a great job there to not run into him. Just tried to drive it hard down in there. Might have had too much rear brake bias there in the car, as right as he got on the brakes down into the corner, he lost the rear. See, he was just trying to drive it in there really deep, trying to stay on the outside there of Cormettas to see if he could get a run out of 2. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for him there, so he's going to have heavy damage there and restart in 6 once we get going. So we will have a green-white checkered attempt number 1 here tonight. I believe they do get 3 attempts at this. Hopefully we don't need all 3, but it'll be a 2-lap shootout to the finish here. So green-white checkered. The 48 of Cormettas is going to lead us down to the restart line. The 9 of Wilson going to restart in second, with the 55 there of Palmer Hag in third. Pace truck is off there, so the 48 going to lead us down and take the green flag. Late start for him there, but it is a good one as he has about a... Oh no, the 9 of Wilson.
Caution, yellow flag.
9 of Wilson there got tagged and went up into the outside wall. Not sure who made contact with him there. Let's go back and take another look. Looks like it might have been the 34 car. Oh no, it's going to be the 55 there of Hag, who's going to get into the back of him. Let's see that from Palmer Hag's point of view here. And it didn't look like the 9 totally had him cleared there, but trying to squeeze him down. And the 55 there, being 2 laps to go, did not back out of it and made contact there with the 9, and that's what's going to bring out our 18th caution here this evening. So we will get lined up here again, and we'll try another attempt here at a green-white checkered finish. This will be number 2, only 1 more remaining after this, so they've got 2 chances here to get it right. Lights are off the pace truck, so we are going to try it again here. The 48 of Cormettas still out front. Can he hold it off for 2 more laps? The 55 there, Palmer Hag, he moves up into second. He's going to start there on the outside. The 34 there, Drew Halloran in third, with 86 of Tony Patton in fourth here. All right, pace truck's going to dive off here. The 48 going to lead us down to the restart line. Green flag is out. Good restart there from the outside lane. The 55 as he goes down into the turn on the outside. We're going to see a drag race here for second, as the 34 of Halloran looks up the inside there on the 55 of Hag. Oh, they're going to touch coming off the corner there as we take the white flag, the 34 there, taking it really deep down into turn 1, the 55. Oh, he's going to lose it and tag him. Oh, the 9 going to make contact there as well. So the 48 of Cormettas is going to make it through, take the win. Looks like the 5 of Perez is going to make it into second, with potentially here Halloran. We're waiting on the third place car here to come by, and Halloran is going to take home third there, with Palmer Hag there in the 55 bringing it home fourth, and Justin Wilson there in the number 9 car bringing it home in fifth. Tony Patton there will finish out in sixth, so we will wait for the official results here momentarily. We'll bring those up just to make sure we didn't have any penalties. All right, official results here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Michael Cormetta has taken home the race win. Cameron Perez bringing it home in second. Drew Halloran in third. Palmer Hagen fourth. Justin Wilson in fifth. Tony Patton there in sixth, with Cody Profit bringing it home there in seventh. Jack Stanley eighth. Mitchell Hyatt ninth. Nick King in 10th. Ricardo Bernal in 11th. Mitch Hobbs in 12th. Grayson Trexler in 13th. And Parker White in 14th. All right, now let's try to get a word with the top 3 here this evening. And doesn't look like our third place driver is in the booth yet. So let's try to get a word here with our second place finisher tonight. All right, we've got second place finisher here tonight. Cameron Perez up in the broadcast booth with us. Hey, Cameron, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How's it going?
Hey, going well. Heck of a finish there. We'll talk about that in just a second because that was pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
just got to ask you here tonight. It looked like a very difficult track, especially on cold tires there on those restarts. Got to ask you, just how difficult was it to keep that rear end of the car underneath you on entry and exit?
Well, yeah, let me tell you, asked the right guy for that question, because honestly, I think I didn't have enough brake in the car, and whenever I got in the brake with cold tires, fresh tires, going into the corner, the rear end would just kick right out. And I mean, there's nothing you could do. Right when that rear end kicks out, it's just you're along for the ride.
Absolutely. Yeah, we saw numerous drivers struggle with that all night long. We saw a couple different strategies here tonight as far as shifting, not shifting, which gear to run in. Looked like our race leader was shifting between third and fourth, but we saw quite a few people staying in third only and some going around in fourth gear. What was your preference here tonight?
So when I had a clean car, or maybe a little bit of damage, and fresh tires, definitely fresh tires, I'd run in third gear all the way around. Then a little later into the run, I would either just keep it in fourth gear or shift down in a third gear if I'm battling with someone to hold that bottom.
Gotcha. So just pretty situational out there for you tonight. Now let's
Yeah.
talk about the crazy finish there on that last lap.
Yeah.
So it looked like second place got spun there, and we saw you guys just nowhere to go as the whole track was blocked. But it was very interesting because we were waiting on who was going to finish there in second to get going again, and it was almost like a drag race there from a standstill. So I just got to ask you, how crazy was it there on that last lap?
Honestly, from that wreck when I overcorrected, when I got loose in the one on a restart with fresh tires, put my nose right in the wall, and then I fell back. I was the end of the lead lap on that restart. Then when that wreck happened, I was just able to go by everyone and make a second place.
Absolutely. Well, bringing it home in second here tonight. Good finish for you. Good points finish for you here as
Oh
we
yeah.
are in the playoffs here, and 2 more rounds and then knock it down to the top 8. But good finish here tonight. While you're here, any sponsors you need to thank or shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, well, I'd like to shout out you guys at Soak Ties Broadcasting for taking the time out of your guys' day to come here, broadcast us. Really appreciate it. And gonna make it go out with a good rest of the season. And Shaw Racing, of course. It's a great team. And Michael Cormettas for the win there tonight. It's gonna be moving on. Not gonna be racing for Shaw Racing next season. So definitely a good way to start ending out the season.
Absolutely, it is, as he takes home another victory here tonight. But again, congratulations on that second place finish, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you again next week.
Yep, thank you, Kevin.
All right, that will do it there for our second place driver tonight, Cameron Perez. Now we do have our third place driver in the server, so let's bring him up to the booth here. We've got third place driver Drew Halloran in the booth with us. Hey, Drew, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations there on the third place finish tonight. It was a crazy finish. But before we talk about the ending there, just want to talk about how difficult it was here tonight in these next gen cars at North Wilkesboro. We saw a lot of guys struggling, especially cold tires there on the restarts. Looked like it was very difficult to keep the rear end of the car underneath you. So just got to ask, what do you think was the most difficult thing here tonight?
Oh, it was definitely a challenge, but it felt like the car would like swing out on me, and it seemed to happen to other people, including the 48, and a couple other guys too got the best of it. But I think the main issue was it would get tight on the bottom. So if you were restarting, for example, to lead, and that outside lane got that jump on you, you get really tight down there, and that could and then you realize you're losing the lead, so you step on the gas and you overdrive it and you spin yourself.
And
so I think that was absolutely one of the key issues people have had tonight, including me. But it was still fun to drive and a fun challenge.
it did look fun out there here, short track racing on these next gen cars. Very interesting combination. But hey, you brought it home in third here. So let's talk about that finish there. As that accident happened on the last lap, it was very, very interesting up here in the booth, seeing you guys basically have to make it through that accident there, get the car spun around, and then it was a drag race, to the line there to see who was going to take home third. So just gotta walk us through that from your perspective here tonight.
Oh, I think I think the 55 might have ran out of talent and was all mad because I accidentally squeezed him in the wall. And I got spun around, but I managed to bring it back third, which is a good thing. You always want a top three out of a day like we had. We led some laps, so but that was crazy. It was I'm glad it it could have ended better, could have ended worse, but we even though we got spun, we still finished where we were running when it happened.
Absolutely.
But I think he got loose there, or what I said earlier, but yeah, crazy finish.
It was crazy, that is for sure. But yeah, bringing it home third there. So that is a good points night for you here tonight. Good run from you. While you're here, anybody you want to give a shout out to or teammates you need to thank?
I want to give a shout out to Aaron for getting this throwback situated just an hour before the race. And I want to give a shout out to him for helping me start up my new team, Lightspeed Sim Racing, and Shrinks Diecast, Circle B, J-Wake, and Daddy McSendit, as always, for letting me put them on the car. We had some fun tonight, and we'll go get them next week at Phoenix.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to next week, and hopefully you can have another good finish there, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you there as well.
Yeah, for sure. See you later, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
All right, that'll do it for our third place driver tonight, Drew Halloran. Now let's get a word from the man himself, Michael Cormettas, our race winner up here in the broadcast booth tonight. Hey, Michael, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations there on another victory for you here tonight. Racking them up here toward the second half of the season, I see. But taking home the short track win here at North Wilkesboro. We saw you dominate the first part of the race there. And toward the end of the third stage here, it looked like you were involved in that self-spin there going down into turn one, just lost the rear of the car. We saw people struggle with that all night long, but just got to ask here, how difficult after that was it for you to work your way back up through the field here and take this victory?
Yeah, that spin definitely changed the course of the race. The reason, I was downshifted in the third, and then the back end just snapped away from me, and but luckily I was able to come back. I only got sideswiped a little bit on the rear end. Didn't break off much, just dented the rear bumper a little bit. Didn't really make much of a difference. Balance was still the same, and yep, I'm just glad we took this 48 shot racing product Chevrolet to first place today.
Absolutely. Another victory to add to your resume here in the series. Taking home the race win at North Wilkesboro. Special track here, so I'm sure you're just stoked here to win it here tonight at the short track. But while you're here, any sponsors you need to thank or other shout outs you need to give?
Yep. Cameron Perez, giving me the chance, for this team. Shaw Racing Products, Joe Signs, everybody on this 48 team. Let's make, hopefully I can get my fourth win of the season later on, and lock myself into the round of four and, win the championship.
That is the ultimate goal, and you are well on your way to doing that here tonight as you take home another race victory here in the SER series. Congratulations, and we'll hopefully catch up with you again next week. Just checking out the schedule. I had it up here. I believe it's Phoenix, but let me just confirm here. It is Phoenix, so we head to Phoenix next week. How do you feel about your chances there?
A short track, we're racing on it's gonna be a very different short track, but I feel like this 48 Chevrolet is gonna be bad fast at that racetrack. It's usually really fast on the short tracks, and hopefully we can pull it off.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations here on the race victory tonight. Hopefully we get to catch up with you again in Victory Lane next week as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that'll do it for our race winner there. Michael Cormettas taking home the victory tonight at North Wilkesboro. And that is going to wrap it up here for the first round in the playoffs here as we head to Phoenix next week and then Charlotte Roval before we knock it down to the top 8 for the second round of the playoffs here in the Stock Car Racing League Series. That's going to do it here tonight, round 14 at North Wilkesboro. Thank you all for tuning in here at Soak Tires Broadcasting. As always, we enjoy having you, and hopefully we can have you join us again next week at Phoenix.